Hi, it's been a while since I've been back. This is Sophie, short for Sweet Sophie Sunshine because she's kind of sweet. And we live in the Sunshine State. We've only had her for a couple of days, so we're still getting used to each other, but she is a really sweet dog. She is my husband's birthday present. And then my husband went to the office and left me with all the work. The nice thing is that she is actually litter trained, which meant that on the way home from getting her, we had to stop at a feed store and pick up a 50-pound bag of pine pellets horse bedding. 50 pounds for $6. And we just pour some in a litter box and she uses that. Problem with that is she's not that interested in going outside, so we have to work on that. We poured a few pellets right there in our front planting area, which will probably sick the HOA on us, but oh well. She is 3 months old, and she is a Havanese. Havanese is the national dog of Cuba. We had a couple Havanese in Michigan. People in Michigan didn't know much about Havanese. Down here, they kind of know about them because we're pretty close to Cuba. Forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, we had a couple in the past, and the Havanese aren't supposed to be psycho, but those dogs were psycho, really psycho. We had the biggest one of the litter, and then we had the runt. The big one was a boy, was a male, Wesley, and the little one was Susanna, and they ate everything besides food. They ate an entire leather living room set, the sofa, a love seat, a chair that were held together by duct tape and sticky with that sour apple spray. I think the dogs liked that. They were psycho. They barked at everything and nothing. Wesley got a little nippy, got real protective. Didn't like my son at all. My son's really nice. But then my daughter's house burned, and she moved in with us with her 2 daughters, so things started to get a little more chaotic. And she was renovating another house, so she was coming and going all the time, and sometimes had people in the house, and we were doing some renovations, but then we found out we were moving. What happened was they were living there, and then all this craziness was happening, and then my husband left me with all the crazies. Well, my daughter wasn't crazy much. Gosh, I hope she didn't see this. Anyway, there we were, people coming, going, Wesley barking, wanting to eat them up. And I was trying to handle this all on myself. And then we didn't know what it would be like traveling with them or getting them moved. And as it turned out, we had a 3-day drive down here. And we were in a condo for, 2 or 3 weeks. And then in a little itty bitty cottage. And it's recycling, you're okay. In a itty bitty cottage. And we were traveling with a cat. And then we moved in here and we had construction, and so they would have just probably ended up in white coats or something. So we rehomed them with 2 different families. Wesley went to a family that already had a couple of dogs, and he's doing really good. He's not the alpha dog anymore, and those 2 are keeping him in line. And then Susanna became a therapy dog. So that's good. But their pictures keep popping up on Facebook and those memory things, and my husband's going, oh man, I wish we'd kept Susanna, because she was so little. She would have been okay. And then we saw a picture of this little thing. Not that we went scrolling for dogs or anything, And we thought, we are just going to do it, because we're going to be probably in Florida for the rest of our lives, and she can grow old with us and maybe help keep us young. So here we've had her for 2 days. She's 3 months old, and she is here to help me recite the last part of the poem Ulysses by Alfred Tennyson. Are you ready? Let's get this. Let's do it. All right. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done, not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order, smite the sounding furrows. For my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth into heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts made weak by time and fate, but strong in will. To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. All right, Sophie's had enough. She's hot. Do you know that their long hair is actually supposed to be insulating against the heat? So we probably won't trim her as short as we trimmed the dogs up north. So, and she won't be sporting snowballs either like they did when they go outside in the winter. So say bye-bye.